YouTube boxing tier list. YouTube boxing tier list. Updated after Misfits. My chair's so squeaky, bro. Updated after Misfits. You know how it is. Let's get it. Let's get rid of this ad. What the fuck? Listen. First of all, you know what? Okay. So we've got. Let me go over the tiers, as we know. So we've got God tier, the big boys, almost there. Contender, almost there. Meh, average. Yeah, slightly below average. Should retire. Speaks for itself. Should retire. And who, for people I don't know, because this shit has gotten so out of fucking control. Alright. Let's begin. KSI. Where's Big Boy JJ going? I think it's pretty obvious. God tier. My man did 2 fights in one night. He's how do I even say this? Bro, he's looking to fight Jake Paul 2023, 2024. So, like, of course he's going to be in God. He can't not be in God. He's the guy in YouTube boxing. He's the face of it, basically. Okay, now for the no ones. Next up, Christian Hamby. Honestly, Christian Hamby should retire. Which, my man headbutted Vitaly. He just wasn't good. Vitaly also should retire. Terrible. Bro, my man, he punches like a girl. He was slapping with his punches. I don't believe he's ever won a fight in his life. No way. Unless he, like, grabs them and picks them up. Vitaly, tragic. Swarms. See, this is weird because he had a weak boxing experience, basically, right? So, by skill, he goes and should retire. But I want to see him fight again, and he is fighting Christian Hamby. Hopefully, Swarms kills Christian. That'd be great. Not literally, but just like if you just beat the fuck out of him, I'd love that. Next, Taylor Holder. I'm gonna be real. He's like top 15 best. He's going in contender. His defense is actually really good. Like, for real. Who the fuck is this? Ben Azelot, is that? I don't know, bro. Who? Deji's contender. After the Fuzi fight, contender, bro. Don't even come at me with that. Like, for real. Deji went from, like, should retire to contender because everything fell into place. His aggression from the Vinny fight, his his energy from the Alex fight, and also his skill from the Alex fight combined to create a good fighter. Contender, definitely. He's very talented. Ryan Taylor fucking should retire, who cares? He's fighting Slim in October. Slim's going to kill him. Ryan Taylor fought Anthony Taylor on the Wicked and Bad card, which was fucking shockingly bad. And it was a draw, even though Anthony Taylor clearly got robbed. So Ryan Taylor, as far as I'm concerned, is 0-2 because he headbutted the other fucker. Alex, is that Alex Wasabi? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alex Wasabi. I'm going to put him in contender because I kind of have to because he beat Deji. But, and, you know, you could say, oh, Deji smokes him now. But thing is, remember, Alex was training for KSI. So, like, now he's way better than he was when he fought Deji. But if we're being real, Deji still probably smokes Alex now because of what he's done now. God, this head guard is fucking itchy. Loganong Paul. He's got to. I mean, he has to be. I mean, he hasn't won a fight, but he fought Mayweather to a standstill, or, well, exhibition draw, I guess you could call it, whatever. And he's top three best boxers in the influencer scene. I think you obviously know who the top three are, but Ben Askew, or Ben Askew as he was called in his fight against Jake, fucking should retire, bro. He can't box. He just can't. He wrestles. He can't box. Jake Paul, yeah, just obviously. I don't know who this is in the Social Gloves 2 card, I think, when Austin McBroom had a bunch of NFL players on that no one gave a fuck about. who don't even know his name. A Nissan Gib, almost there. Gibbs like top 6 now. Cause how he beat McBroom. Yeah, I don't, because of how he lost to Jake. Can you really go in God? I don't think he can. I think if he wins 2 more fights in the same fashion as the McBroom thing, God tier. But at the moment, almost there. Bryce Hall. You know, I'm gonna put him meh. People put him should retire. No. They should retire a lot of like saved for these guys. You know, like can't punch at all. Headbutts his opponents. 1 week boxing experience, can barely punch a fly. You know, Bryce, he at least, you know, he tried and there was some skill. Not a lot, but some. Louis Pineda fucking should retire, jeez. My man was fucking complaining the whole time. Back of the head, even though he just didn't. My man would get hit with a body shot, so it was back of the head. Got hit in the belly button. Oh, he hit me in the back. Shocking. Anthony Taylor, fucking meh. Nah, do I put him in should retire? I'm going to put him in should retire because, I mean, he's shocking. He's actually just shocking. He's so bad at boxing. It's actually kind of laughable. Oh my god, my head guard. Oh, it's so itchy. Ugh. Why is that shit so itchy? Anyway, I fully believe I could beat Anthony Taylor in a boxing match, and I've had 1 fight. Yeah, so yeah. Don't know who the fuck this guy is. Social Gloves 2, who cares? Austin McBimbo, meh. He's not. Actually, I'll put him contender, because I think he beats Wasabi, to be honest. He just got smoked by Gibb. Dean the Great, fucking I'm going to put him almost there. The thing is about Dean is that because of his weight, he's not going to be fighting people like Jake, Logan, KSI, Gibb. So it's hard to really put him anywhere. He's also not going to be fighting like Deji, Wasabi, because unless he, you know, gains pounds, blah, blah, blah. His skill is really good, though. He's very good. Slim, almost there. Slim versus Gibb would be a really good fight. The way Slim smoked FaZe Temper, crazy. I don't know who this guy is. Fucking who? Who's, bro? Who are you? Vinny Hacker. I say Vinny Hacker is about as good as Bryce Hall. Realistically, they're about the same. I'd say Vinny wins because he's just a bit more natural with it and is bigger and taller. So, but yeah, he was on Social Gloves. Bro, I don't remember. Who cares? Blueface. I put him contender, but the way I don't know. I think he's like 2-0, 1-0 in influencer boxing. I mean, he's like 50-0 against his girlfriend, obviously. But when it comes to like the actual boxing, I don't really know. I've seen some skill though, and he looks quite good. I think it'd be a good fight for McBroom or FaZe Temper. Yeah. Nate Robinson, fucking should retire. Evil Hero, up on meh. I think he's I don't know, he's tough, but I don't think him versus Bryce would be a good fight. FaZe Temper, contender, not in the almost there category, obviously. Contender, he's alright. He's not bad. I'd say he's a little below Taylor Holder level. Yeah. Fuzi, fucking. Oh, this is a tough one. Do I put Mera should retire? I'm gonna put should retire. Think about Fuzi. You gotta remember, this guy. Some people just can't be boxers. Fuzi is one of those people. He doesn't move really. He just kind of stands there, and he doesn't understand the concept of punching. If that makes sense. Like when he hits and he hits thin air, he doesn't really understand or adapt in that circumstance. He just thinks if he swings, he'll hit eventually. And he's got really slow twitch fibers. He's really bad at defending, blah blah blah, etc. Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm gonna have to put him in God tier because it's Floyd fucking Mayweather. Landon McBroom. He drew to, what was his name? Adam Sala. I say it's like meh. Jay Swindler. We haven't seen him fight now. I've seen some training footage, so I'm gonna base it off of that. If we were talking Jay from the 2018 Logan Paul KSI card. I put him in meh, but from what we've seen, I think he's definitely a contender. FaZe King Kenny, contender. I don't think you can really put him in almost there. FaZe Sensei is almost there, even though Kenny beat Sensei, but it was a robbery. So yeah, FaZe Jarvis, meh. He's way overhyped. If you actually look at the Michael Lee fight, they were trading shots near enough the whole fight, and then in the second round, Jarvis got a nice combo and hit him hard, and Lee just couldn't take it. JMX, controversial. JMX is a meh because he just can't fight with one of his arms. Like, he can only use his left arm, and he can only defend with his right, and that can only get you so far in boxing, and by so far I mean very few steps. He's a great athlete, and if he had both arms, by the way, almost there easily, but as it stands, yeah. I think he beats everyone in this almost there category, by the way. I think he's like the top of the mech category. I think Bryce, Vinny, Evil, all these guys just lose to him. But yeah, is this Ben has a lot? Oh, bro, I don't know. Austin McBroom's social gloves cards are so shit. They're always terrible. What was this? Michael Lee. I put him in meh. I think it's like the very low end of meh. Who is this? I can't even see. Bro, I can't even tell who that is. That Money Kicks? I don't fucking know. Who is that? I think that's Arms. Arms should retire. He was on the Deji Wasabi card. Terrible. He had to be admissioned into hospital after the fight. He was on a stretcher. He won the fight. But, I mean, if Minicon really went for it, he would have knocked Arms out quite easily. Minicon, he was like fighting Arms, and you could tell Minicon could go like another 3 or 4 rounds. Arms was literally dying. I mean, he literally left on a stretcher after the announcement. So, Joella, interesting one. I think he's contender, but I think he's low contender. I think he's on the lower end of contender. I think he beats everyone here in there, because you gotta think. It's a tough one. The Joe from his fight, definitely in there. But if you watch the Jake Paul fight or spar he had, and some newer training stuff from not recently, but you know what I mean, I think he's lower contender. Andy Warski fucking should retire, and he got smoked by Salt Pappy, and the shittest body jab I've ever seen in my life. I could critique him more, but I can't, because he threw one punch and then got smoked. He threw a body jab, and it was like the worst body jab I've ever seen in my life. Who's this? Is this Landon? No, that's Landon McBroom, right? Who's this? Bro, no idea. Again, social gloves. Fucking Jesus. While I'm at it, I don't know who this guy is either. I think he was on social gloves, maybe. I don't know. Salt Pappy. I'd say he's contender. I don't think he's almost there, just because the level of opponents haven't really been there. Halal Ham was bad, who isn't on this list, weirdly enough. And Andy Warski was terrible, and he got flatlined in 2 seconds. Rightfully so, but he's a wild card, Salt Pappy. We don't know. For all we know, he could be in God tier, or he could be in, like, meh. It's up in the air, because we've seen so little. I Am Thompson and Sam Hyde, both of them should retire. Boring fight. Well, it wasn't that boring, but very little boxing skill. Stromedy fucking should retire, and whoever he fought as well should retire. Adam Sala, meh. Lower end of meh. He's with like Landon in meh. Tyron Woodley, I'd say almost there. I think Tyron beats in just skill alone. Like if you took weight out of the equation, I think he beats Slim maybe. Maybe. That's a tough one actually. Yeah. But yeah. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and put them in order, who I think's the tiers, so they're not just clumped together. So I think you kind of gotta put Jake at the top of God tier, right? This is like the best. This is the worst, by the way. You gotta put Jake in the top of God tier. Actually, no, Mayweather in the top of God tier. Then Jake, then KSI, then Logan. Even though I think KSI beats Jake, he just hasn't done enough where Jake's been fighting constantly. And in a few more fights, I'm sure KSI will probably be here. Yeah. I don't think anyone on this entire list can step up to anything Mayweather's done in their whole lives, but yeah. For this, I'd say it goes Gib, Dean, Woodley, Sensei, Slim. Yeah, I'd say that's accurate. For the contender, Salt Pappy's a weird one. He's a wild card, you know. I'd say it goes McBroom, Holder, McBroom, Deji, Wasabi, Blueface, Temper, Blueface, Swindler, just because we haven't seen enough of him. I'm sure he'll probably be in almost there after he fights Churdleys, maybe, depending on how he gets him out of there and his skill. King Kenny, actually, I think Kenny goes here. And then Weller behind Pappy. And Salt Pappy, I'm gonna have to put him here, in between Alex and Temper, yeah. The mech category, tough one. I'd probably put Vinny Hacker top, then Adam Sala, then Bryce, then Landon, then Jarvis. Actually, I'll put Jarvis in front of Bryce. Yeah, I think Jarvis is there, actually. Evil Hero probably goes... Actually, I think JMX actually smokes all of these guys, what am I saying? Even with one arm. And then Michael Lee at the very bottom. Should retire, bro. I don't even know if I can put these guys anywhere. Yeah, I just don't think I can. I think they're all so bad that it's a coin flip of who wins. Actually, I'll say Fuzi's top of the should retires. As for the rest, no idea. Maybe Swarms is naturally amazing at boxing. Oh, I'll put Louis Pineda as second, actually. 'Cause at least he's had experience, you know. But yeah, there you go. Snapshot that shit. YouTube boxing tier list. Updated after Misfits. You know how it is. Anyone missing? I don't think so. No, I think well, there are obviously people missing, like what is it? You could have like Max Plays in here. Fucking I don't know. Theo Baker, but these are the main guys, kind of. Like, obviously these guys aren't the main guys. I don't know why they're here. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching.